What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and we have a brand new update to go over. Smilegate has finally revamped Unrecorded History. Before, it just didn't make sense. No part of it made sense. It still doesn't make sense as far as the story goes, but I think they did a great job in upgrading it. Now, as you can see, we're on our list of episodes. And Unrecorded History was this weird in between episode between 1 and 2, where Ras was sort of undercover and he was trying to see how everything had changed since he saved the world. And we can see that it's no longer here. Unrecorded History was basically just a duplication of our normal episode 1. The only thing that changed was how Ras interacted with all the NPCs, and as you're going through, you're able to farm additional rewards and additional catalysts. But otherwise, we had all of these different shops and we had all these different places to go. We also had in five, I think it's three, five, and eight, we have this thing called Crack in the World. Now, this is where you would get your Mercedes imprints, and it looks just like this. There it is. Now, you can imprint Mercedes. You can also imprint Celestial Mercedes, which is her 4-star dark counterpart. You cannot use it to imprint Archdemon Mercedes. And so, a lot of people back in the day, what they were doing is they weren't even utilizing Mercedes because she wasn't great end game. They were using these on Celestial Mercedes to give her the triple S instead of the OG Mercedes. So now they've changed this to be a side story only. It appears in your side story list, and we're able to select it. This is how it always should have been. It's one map where you start and you go through the entire story. Again, I don't like the story, but you go through it in a very linear fashion, and there are only 33 levels. This took me something like, I don't know, an hour to complete. I was just autoing it, and I didn't really care. One thing that I do like that they did is they completed the easy missions for you to max your 3 stars. So now you just have to have 3 or more heroes survive. It's no big deal. You throw your arbiter villager to whoever you have in there, you auto it, and it's over, right? You're able to get the story, you're able to get the rewards, and you're able to get a lot of the items from the unrecorded history kind of all at once. Now, I've already done unrecorded history and I got all of the items. Now, when you do the unrecorded history after the update, they give you more items here. Million gold, 800 sky stones. That's really awesome, especially after you just got like 100 sky stones because you get a bunch of sky stones here when you're completing your 3 stars, right? So they give you something like 900 or 1,000 sky stones. Super good. Now, I don't need to have Molagora, but if you need them, they're here as well. One thing I really liked is the Guardian, right? Before Kazran, the Guardian was really hidden. We weren't able to select him very easily. He was kind of hard to find. And now they give it to you right away. As you're going through unrecorded history in this S1 highest floor of automation tower, when you complete this, you get your Guardian. They also kind of streamlined how you get your different kinds of items to imprint Raz and also to imprint Mercedes. So you get 3 of them from doing your normal missions in episode 1. The other 3 you get when you are going through unrecorded history. So what that means is now I have additional imprints that I could use for Mercedes. So mine was triple S. They give you 3 more for going through unrecorded history. So now if you don't have a triple S onto your Celestial Mercedes, you get 3 free imprints. Let's talk about a few things that I didn't like when I was completing this. The first one is once you get to number 7, it's very difficult to figure out what to do next. You're looking around and you're like, where do I even go? It doesn't flow in a linear pattern with the 1 through 33 levels. To get over here to level 10, You're like, where is this thing? I don't understand. You have 7, okay, you have 8, and then it stops. And your little this dude, this fluffy cloud guy, he sits right here on S1. What you have to do is come way down here that nobody looks at, and you have to select the mercenary district and go through this story. That will open up number 10, and then you're able to go through the rest of the story. And from there it's okay. From there, each level you can just do, and it doesn't really affect the game very much. You're able to auto it, or you're able to do the story, and listen to it or read it or whatever. So there are some good things, but keep in mind that you will get stuck right here when you first go through. And the reason is because you have to listen to that story at the bottom, but your little cursor isn't going to go there automatically for some reason. I have no idea. It's just weird. I do like that they gave you all of your reputation again, but they don't give you any more of your orbs. So you can see here is your Kazran, you get your orbs, and yeah, just a lot of orbs. But they don't give you any more orbs. In your sanctuary, we had a big problem where we can't max everything out. In fact, we don't even get enough to where you can do level 3 in the things that you want to do. So I think that they missed an opportunity there to allow us to have some more orbs. And I hope that they work these into the future because these are really good. They're a good benefit for players to be able to utilize their sanctuary fully. But I still like the rewards. Epic catalysts are always usable. I love that they did the AP shop in a very meaningful way. Not only did they combine and put every one of the catalysts in here, but they also doubled the amount that you can buy. This was previously 10 a week in any individual shop. The Epic was previously 5 a week in any individual shop, and they've added them all here. Another thing that you can look at is when you go to your monsters, all of the catalysts are listed here, and you have every type of epic catalyst listed at the bottom. So this will tell you exactly where to go. There's only one place that you can get each one, but I can do it all in one location, which is really great, really amazing for you, right? This will enable you to have a more smart farm as you're going through the game. It will enable you, when we get an AP buff event, to come into Unrecorded History, select one map with one epic catalyst, and just farm it. You don't have to look around. You don't have to try and hunt it down. You don't have to try and find where one is in two locations. And how am I going to maybe get some rare catalysts that I need out of it? Just select it, just go to town, and just get what you need and get out. Overall, it's a fantastic update. I really like it. This is what it always should have been, and they finally gave it to us. Now, like I said, uh, I'm not really sure it's necessary. I think that they could have just let us farm episode 1 and we would have been good. But the way we had unrecorded history was broken, and they've taken that step to fix it, which I really appreciate. I hope that you guys go in and you're able to get all your rewards from unrecorded history, and that you really utilize this for your farming to make sure that you can plus 15 all of your heroes. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.